Good afternoon from New York and from Orerve, a system where the last time I played Elite it was in the state of outbreak, and the reason I've come to a place where there's a state of outbreak has nothing to do with the current world pandemic and panic that people are getting into, but because I am looking for pharmaceutical isolators, and apparently you can find these in high emission, what was it? Unidentified signal sources with encoded emissions. Okay, so I'm here looking for pharmaceutical isolators to continue this mission to unlock some engineers and make a very fast Viper ship. I just found out about another engineer I'm going to have to unlock for, I think, for the power plant. I don't even know her yet, so I'm not sure how I'm going to find out about her, but in the meantime, I'm still looking for these pharmaceutical isolators in this little fly and chat stream that I do daily, either Elite, Microsoft, or another flight simulator, Microsoft Flight Simulator, or Alter Sturmovik. Maybe there'll be DCS coming in the future. And it just provides a nice break in the day here to get behind the flying stick and throttle and track IR, looking around in the cockpit of my head. So now my head is another axis, another controller itself. It's very nice to be able to do these little breaks and jump into another world to get myself out of this world for a little bit. Okay. Not that this world is that bad, but Amber said, "Don't leave me. I won't leave you. You're the one leaving me, and well, I left you for a while, so it's only fair." Amber's gonna do some little bit of traveling to see her family. I'm gonna stay here for during this between Christmas and the New Year. All right, Camelot, Mobile Security Forces. Oh, the Knights of Camelot, the Knights of the Round Table seem to have a presence in this system. Not seeing any Mystic Wish General Hospital. You have the Mystic Summit Hospice. You have Camelot Mobile Security Forces and points of interest here. Not seeing any signal sources. Let me double check. Okay, yeah, signal sources. Double check that those are set here in my navigational filter. And I seem to have I have had some problem logging into Frontier servers today. So I wonder if that's what's causing an issue in the galaxy map when I filter for see, let me switch it, for example, for civilization. All right, when I filter for state, it wasn't showing me anything with outbreak anymore. I wonder if that's let me turn everything on and see if it shows other stuff. I wonder if this is also an issue of Frontier servers, because I had trouble logging in before the stream. Terrorist attack, public holiday, natural disaster, infrastructure failure, civil war. There's so many different things. Incursion. It's pretty awesome that they have all these filters here. Okay, where am I? I'm here, Orerve. Okay, there's a lot of booming systems of that sort of turquoise color there. And I was thinking about in these streams starting to combine a little more of the art. I call these journeys in art and play. I might start doing some drawing on stream to combine things. Okay, civil unrest here in Arca. Okay, now let's unmark all of them and let's just leave outbreak and see if this background simulation shows me something with outbreak where I can find these pharmaceutical isolators. Anything at all with outbreak out here. Ah, here's one. This one. 1 Centauri. Let's set a course there. Can I not even set a course there? What's the matter here? Alright. Try it like this. Okay, now it let me. Alright, looks like one Centauri is in a state of outbreak. There's another one down here. Let's go to one I Centauri. Alright. 2 jumps away. Jumping. Oh, discover new signal source. Should take a look at it before I leave. No, it's gone already. I'll clear the filters as well. Alright. Whoa. Yeah, my back's... There was a lot of armor yesterday. Yeah, the night. I have to do a little bit of 7-minute exercise after this. Go for a walk. Laptops are very bad for you in extended use. Today, I rarely look at my laptop for a long time, but today I did a little bit. I was looking at some reference images for some drawings when I was sitting at this little table there by the window. And even that short time, relatively short time, I already feel my back here from looking down at a laptop instead of looking at something ahead of me. Don't spend a lot of time looking down at something. Put it at eye level, okay? And look, definite issues with Frontier servers, because right now I'm stuck in this, that took quite a while for the hyperspace jump. And this generally means there are some issues with the servers. Another bonus reward, 300 arcs, alright. Fantastic. I'll keep logging in. I forgot yesterday. I keep saying that I'm going to do it every day, and I keep forgetting. I just forgot yesterday to log in here. That's okay. I'll do it when I remember. Alright, let's go. One Centauri, a state of outbreak. Looking for pharmaceutical isolators for this fast Viper I'm trying to make. I think I'm going to print out the thing because I keep getting confused and having to look at it again. I think I'm going to print it out and stick it here on the wall, so that I don't have to keep referring back to websites and having to keep remembering all this when I jump back into the game. I am a proponent and fan of pen and of pencil and paper, of real traditional media, so-called traditional media, you know, like things that you can touch. But of course the computer makes it so very easy for you to add color and remove color without changing the underlying drawing and do things like that. So it's nice to combine both, to combine the traditional media with the digital ones. And for a project I'm doing now, I'm beginning to get to that stage. But I am tired of paying the Adobe tax. I really think it's I really do not like this tendency of a lot of software companies these days to want you to rent their software and pay a monthly tax. So I'm going to try this software for the first time that you pay once, you pay like $50, and it's called Affinity Designer, and it's looking pretty good. It's basically combines Photoshop and Illustrator in one, vector and raster drawing software. It looks to have some good brushes, and there's some artists that who's this? Fear Eagle. Flying in a... Probably gonna come after me. Twitcho Finko Pearl. Probably gonna try to interdict me. And so yeah, I'm thinking about, I just downloaded the trial of that software, and I'm going to... Wanted, yeah. Camorra is a mafioso of one Centaurium. I'm gonna have to fight this guy probably. Let's make sure my beam lasers are already selected. Yeah, I'm gonna try this out, see how I feel about this software. Oh, here you go. Let's just, okay, let's stop. And let's teach this Eagle a lesson. Hopefully he won't teach me a lesson. Or she, I'm not sure what type of pilot is over there. Yes, Frontier's having problems with their service. Look at this, taking a while to drop into and out of new instances here. Frontier servers status. Let's take a look if the internet has anything about that. There's down detector. Okay, that's Frontier Communication that I'm talking about. Let's see if the Elite Dangerous Twitter has anything about it. Negative. Alright. Whoa, here we are.
Scan detected.
Get out of here. Little pest. Alright.
Target shields offline.
That's what you get.
Target destroyed.
Alright, let's pick up some crystal shards. That's some unexpected little...
Cargo scoop deployed.
Can always use more materials. An unexpected little break in our search for these pharmaceutical isolators. Am I carrying things in my hold that I keep getting interdicted by these jokers or what? Some worn shield emitters. They are worn. They're like the type of shield emitters you would get, you know, in a... if you're a rebel in the Star Wars universe. Star Wars... in Star Wars, the rebels have this... one of the classic, you know, art direction decisions in all of sci-fi, that the rebels in Star Wars, they have this used future look. I think that's what they called it, where it's a futuristic spaceship, but it looks, you know, dirty, and it looks like it was been used. It looks like secondhand, and it's just a wonderful combination of elements, because it's a futuristic spaceship, but you know, it's a well-used thing. It's not brand new and shiny and clean. It's like kind of beat up, and it gives it a lot of personality. All right, let's jump out. Let's see if this takes a while. Frontier servers seemingly have a problem. Maybe there's a problem with the whole internet. There was this hack here a few days ago in the United States that got people up in arms for a while, and but maybe, you know, there's some internet weather we're running into here. All right, unidentified signal source. Here we go. We're going to look for identified signal sources, and we're going to try to find some pharmaceutical isolators. Here's some degraded emissions, threat 3. I'm looking for encoded emissions, not degraded emissions. All right, let's try this one here, and I'm not going to jump into something of threat 3, especially if I'm by myself. This is another degraded emissions, threat 3, negative. It's another one. Plenty of signal sources out here in this outbreak state system. I wasn't out. Weapons fire, all right. Threat 1. Nope. Another one here. Hey Bats, ho ho ho, happy Christmas week. For you, sir, how's it going? How's your day going? More weapons fire, a lot of trouble in this system here, probably because of this outbreak. There's a checkpoint. Let's keep looking for these things. Encoded emissions. All right, this sounds good. This sounds promising. Let's go here. Pharmaceutical isolators bats. That's what I'm looking for today here in this elite stream. After I find a couple, I'm gonna look up how to unlock that other engineer for that has like A grade level power plants. This continuing quest for a fast little interdictor type ship. One mustn't grumble, as they say, so it's okay. All right, well, you're welcome to grumble if you want. No, I'm not a psychologist, but I'm happy to listen. I think I know what you mean, though. It's you know, who knows how the beginning of next year is gonna be. It's not like, you know, the Earth magically changes because it went a little bit further around the sun from one day to the next. But you know, it's also nice. It's nice to have these intervals and to mark these. I really like holidays that are based on the seasons, you know, because it's a real thing. Seasons in the planet based on the tilt of the planet going around the sun. That's why we have in a winter, at least if you don't live right on the equator where the weather stays relatively the same all the time. Yeah, that's crazy, huh? People are really getting the heck away from London because of this super lockdown they're imposing there. I think it's a bit nuts. I think it's, I don't know. You know, I don't work in a hospital, so I can't. I'd probably have different opinions if that was the case. Mechanical scrap, negative. Whoa, it's a big thing here. Something got blown up here. But I think mass panic and fear is not going to help. Okay. Okay. Not what I'm looking for, but I'll pick the stuff up anyway.
Cargo scoop deployed.
Yeah, I heard about that. And I bet this mutated version is everywhere, not just there. So I feel that the whole fear, I don't know, of like locking down again, just doesn't help, I don't think. But as I said, I'm not working in a hospital facing this stuff, so I cannot be sure. Oh. Okay, screw that mechanical strap. Let's just get the other thing. Get this heat conduction wiring. Yeah, I hope that something changes for the better soon. It's funny, I just feel much better when I don't read news. I read news, especially these days, I get like, there's this level of anxiety that... So it's something I try to keep in mind, a free press is crucial for, a democratic society. But you have to remember also that there's a reason why... Oh, private data beacon. Why so much of the news you see of the vast majority of the news you see in is bad, because it sells, like what, it gets people to visit the website. But a lot of good things are happening in the world today as well. You just have to, not look at the news to figure out what they are. Alright, do I scan this thing? How do I do that? Private data beacon, alright. An interesting chat of someone who said, remember the Bible tells us how God would send plagues to show his anger and change society. Well, look at this here. Yeah. I'm a believer in the cosmos, not any particular god. That's why I usually say by the gods, because there's so many of them. You know. But yeah, it could be a way of nature to, you know. We haven't been very nice to the animals, so it's not surprising that sometimes the animals might not be so nice might send something our way, like a virus. The hell is this private data beacon? Have to be closer to it. Maybe through here? Maybe in here. Can't seem to scan this thing. Or maybe I already did scan it. Oh, here you go. I just had to get closer, I think. Yeah, I don't believe in God, so... Well, in one God. I believe in many gods. And if there is one God, I say it would be the cosmos. So I don't think there's anything as judgment. You know, there's nature. I think judgment is a really mean thing, you know. If a god is judgmental, wow, then we're in real trouble, you know. I prefer to have a more optimistic view of things. Ooh, look at the shadow of the ship. That look cool. I think I'm totally confused about how to scan this, so I'm just gonna get out of here. All right, moving. Stow the weapons. Yeah, we must be in trouble. At least we're not in the. At least it's not the Black Plague, you know. Then you'd have like, you know, big bulbs growing out under your armpits, and you'd die an agonizing death because there weren't any medicine, you know, no antibiotics or scientists working on vaccines and all this other stuff. So it could always be worse. That's I guess that's one of my like the what? The yeah, things could be worse. One thing I really like about the British is the humor, you know. You can look at a bunch of trouble and you just smile at it and make a joke. Yeah, Black Plague was global. I mean, you could argue that human beings are a virus, you know. I don't know if you've read this book called *Sapiens*. I mean, what we've done to the environment and to other species, it's pretty bad. It's, I mean, this virus is bad, but it's gonna pass, you know. What's a debris field? Let's try one of these debris fields. Alright. More degraded emissions. What I'm looking for is not degraded emissions, it is encoded emissions. Okay. Excellent. I will pray to all the gods. I send a prayer here from this elite spaceship to all the gods within communications range, please. Make 2021 back in time here. I did get something, okay. Please make 2021 a better year for everyone on the planet. A bunch of other ones. Let's try these. Weapons fire, negative. Weapons fire, negative. Combat aftermath. Looking for encoded emissions. We are doomed. Well, that's one of the... sometimes people get a bit surprised I say this, but one of the good things about death is that, you know, things end. And you don't have, like, you know, a dictator forever. So, if you look at it that way, then... yes, we all doomed because we're all... that's the only thing we know for sure, we're all gonna die. For me it's a optimistic thing, but I know, I guess it depends on your point of view. I faced death a couple of times in my life, both for me and for someone close to me, and oh, this is a nice, interesting world here. And after those experiences, I came to see death with less, you know, fear. Not to say that I'm not, you know, concerned about it. No, just give me a painless death, like a big fiery explosion on a single engine airplane smashing into the ground by myself, or like a huge dose of some sort of psychedelic that I don't wake up from. Yeah, sorry. Sorry for the cheerless subject. I'll change it now. I started playing a game set in London, Bats. I don't know if you're gonna like it though, because it's an anti-Brexit game. It's called Watch Dogs Legion, and you're fighting, you know, a fascist government that has taken over. Well, was this a debris field? Oh, I missed it. Damn it. Okay. I started playing yesterday because I'm gonna wait for Cyberpunk until they fix a lot of these issues. I mean, I'm still enjoying playing it, but I don't think I'm gonna keep streaming it. And I'm also having this internal debate. I asked a couple of friends about it as well, about what games for me are more conducive to streaming. And I think that narrative-based games where there's a story are not very conducive to streaming, because, you know, there's a story and half the time I'm just sitting there looking at dialogue and making a choice, and it just doesn't seem as exciting to me than games that have more of a simulation aspect, so that it's more unexpected what can happen, and it gives you more space to, you know, chat and just do things without having to pay attention to a developing story. So I'm still exploring these things, and yeah, this Watch Dogs Legion, the interesting thing about this game is that although there is a narrative in it, you can pick any random character on the street. You can go like to an old lady or to like a janitor and pick them to be your character. So it gives this a more space to have a talk about something, I think. Yeah, I think the people you fought that were fascist were Nazis, not the EU, but that's you know, a point of disagreement between us. But I never played Far Cry 4. That's the only Far Cry that I That and the New Dawn ones that I haven't played. The 2 was by far the best in my opinion. It started going downhill after 2. The mechanics wise, it started getting better. Some things, not everything, but like the stealth and stuff. But I feel that 2 was the best one in terms of story and nope, no just a debris field and not anything I'm looking for here, so let's just move. Yeah, I heard it was a good one. It's set like in Asia or something, in mountains, right? And I think it also is multiplayer. That'll be fun. Prime Commerce Agents. Okay, let's try to get away from. This is what I'm gonna do here. This is not working finding these things near the star. I'm gonna go to the. I am already one of the furthest systems from the star. I'm gonna try to get away from the star and find signals for the main star and try to find signal sources far away from the main star and see if that gives me a. Signal sources that have encoded emissions. Yeah, so many games to play, so many good games. So I have this. Alright, have a good walk, babe. I'll go after. Nice. Just the office hours, whatever it's called. Okay. Alright. Gonna set the filter to signal sources only. And we'll keep an eye on our on the sources over here. I might have to end up going into trade more materials for this again. Okay, not much over here. Let's go to the galaxy map. Let's see another. There was another system I had seen that had an outbreak status. Okay, here it is. Wolf 573. Let's set a course and let's jump over there. All right. LHS 3117 first. My starting system in this game was LHS 1914. 1914 or 1916 or 1914. I think 1914. It's a bunch of Ubisoft games on sale. Managed to get Watch Dogs Legion. It's a little Christmas present for myself along with the Track IR. I got that for $30 by going there, adding it to the cart, and then adding a second game that's not a new game, on any old game. I found one that cost like 95 cents or something. I forget what it's called, like Pets, Horses, or was it Ode? I forget which one, and that gives you another 20% off. That was a nice little trick. Ooh, a bunch of signal sources here. All right. Probably because I also have a filter set. Let's see if we find any encoded emissions, not weapons fire. Oh, and actually, I think this is not the system I'm looking for. So Wolf 5 is another one, right? Yeah, it's the next one. I have to go to a system with an outbreak state to find have a better chance of finding pharmaceutical isolators and an encoded emission signal source. Doing some drawing perhaps while I play at some points here. Maybe do a drawing stream at some point. Have to sort out the camera for that, where it points to the paper. Maybe with two cameras, I want to try to leave it with one camera if I can, but I have to sort out the logistical, how I would do that here. Yep, Frontier still having trouble with their servers, taking a while to get out of these jumps into and out of instances. I'm jumping to a new instance here. When you travel to a new star system in this game, you jump into a new instance, a new digital place for you to be with other players. And here we are. There's a compromised navigation beacon here. Alright. A distress call. Legion's Armada outbreak. I'll try to help them if the other... I really must outfit a ship with those lasers that fix other ships and these repair limpet controllers, because I think it would be interesting to do these missions where you can go and help other ships. Degraded emissions? No, I was like encoded emissions is what I'm looking for, although I can take a look at the degraded ones as well. Combat aftermath, negative. Another identify signal source. Degraded emissions. Let's take a look at... Let's go and help out this distress call first. See if there's anything I can do for them. That was Mod in a stream. I normally watch and Mod in playing Elite, and one of the Frontier community managers came in and chatted. It was so cool to see him. Awesome. That's cool. Yeah, it's just a wonderful studio. I actually applied for a job there once, but I would have to move to Cambridge, and not that I think I would have gotten the job, but yeah, that made it challenging at that point. I really enjoyed their last video showing the sound design and all the stuff in Odyssey. Seeing some of the people working behind the scenes to bring us these wonderful experiences in the digital world here. Distress call, threat 0, so I'm probably just going to have to help out some ships, although I don't have any repair lasers, whatever those things are called, or repair limpet controllers. Maybe I should jump back to and go out, re-outfit this Crate Phantom into a rescue ship. What is that stream that you mod in, Bats, if I may ask? I heard there's this streamer that does mining and he plays music as well. Weekly, he does like a mining stream, and he's pretty big. I forget his name. I think Xiao mentioned to me. All right, what's up with this guy? He has 1% hull. Boy, am I glad to see you. Ship just died on me.
Don't suppose you could help me get her running again? Gotta get these meds to their destination.
Okay. I don't have any limpet controllers, so not much I can do for this ASP, unfortunately. Sorry about that. I can try to push him, although he's 1%, so if I bump into... He does have shields, so I can probably bump into him a couple of times to try to get it going, you know, like just pushing a car on the highway. There you go. Okay, would that work? Cambridge is nice, very upper class area of Britain where all the intellectuals, professors, and scientists live. Yeah, I've never been to Cambridge. I've been to Oxford when I was a kid. Oh, did he manage to move? But I heard it's very nice. And Frontier Developments have their, you know, their studios there, the maker of this video game. Okay, well, he seems to be moving to dodge me, maybe. But I can't, there's nothing else I can do than try to bump in. See, I'm trying to push the ship. Okay. That work? No. Alright. Well, I'm just gonna have to keep going. Commander Treehouse is a streamer. Fantastic. I'll check out this Commander Treehouse. Thanks for letting me know. I'd like to find other commanders to follow in the Twitch universe here. I'll give him a follow right now. I'll drop in sometime maybe. Alright, let's see if any other signal sources popped up. Yes, they did. Weapons fire. No, I'm looking for encoded emissions. Another distress call. Encoded emissions. Here we go. This might be it. Thank you, Sir Bats, for that streamer recommendation. I'll check it out. If I don't find what I'm looking for here, I'm gonna find a landable planet. We're gonna go do a little bit of driving around with the SRV. Always good to pick up some other. Let's check this one real quick to see what that one is. Degraded, okay. Always good to have zinc, iron, sulfur, you know, maybe some selenium, all that good stuff you can find on the planetary surfaces. There are a few very well-known elite players. Father Bill, I've heard of Father Bill. Is that like he was like a priest or something, right? And Commander Emulated Penguin, and Brother Sabathius, and all legends of elite. Fantastic. I've heard of a couple of these people. I've never watched them, but I should probably go and drop in sometime. I remember Obsidian Ant was. I think he's still, I don't know if he streams, but I remember he did YouTube videos that were very popular in the elite world. Shield emitters, okay, anything good, let's see. Negative. We got refined focus, Chris. I know what I'm looking for, but I'll take these.
Cargo scoop deployed.
I'm looking for pharmaceutical isolators. It's very hard to come by these things. Sheepa was right. Oh, and talking about the devil, I mean the angelic devil Sheepa. Never watch any of them. Good evening. You're saying don't watch them, or you say you have never watched them? Oh, he didn't like them and left. Okay. Yeah. I mean, for me, I have to really connect with a streamer, like, personally. Just because they're big doesn't mean I'm necessarily gonna like them. I'm actually probably not. If they're really big, I'm probably not gonna like them. If they are a modest size, I probably will. I don't know. No, they are huge streamers that I quite enjoy, but I'm not an expert by any means of the imagination. Isn't this the priest guy and he wears like VR or something? I just think I saw a picture of him or something. Yeah, I think that's the one then. I'll check it out. Father Bill. Bill and Ted's Excellent Adventure. Alright, let's... Oh, there's another couple of them real close here. Wait, today's Monday, right? Okay. Convoy dispersal pattern negative. How are you, Sheepa? How are things in the Netherlands today? Or in your how are things in your corner of planet Earth today, I should say. No distress call. So we have a resident expert, a couple of resident experts here. What do you all think for these distress calls where the ship's not working? Is it usually fuel? Like if I wanted to have a complete rescue ship that could do anything that involves rescue, would I need like those lasers that fix other ships, repair limpets, and the fuel limpets? Is that it, or is there something else I don't know about? Fully locked down, huh? Fuel limpet and repair. Copy that. I think I'm gonna go re-outfit this this ship for a repair ship. Because I keep seeing a lot of these distress calls and I can't help them and I feel bad. You know. Amber's back from her quick walk. Very quick walk. Sunny day here in New York after some snowy few days. It didn't snow every day, but the snow is still packed in the outside there. New strain coming from Lingen, Europe has closed all traffic going there and has started showing up here. And we're just talking about that. I mean, there's gonna be new strains of this continuously. So I don't know. Like as I was saying, I don't work in a hospital, okay, so I'm not getting the butt end of this situation. But I feel like the fear can be just as bad as, and the panic can be just as bad as the actual virus. I don't know if I'm just talking out of my butt here or if that's true. Yeah, that is scary, right? I mean, it's but is closing a border completely, the answer? I don't like borders anyway, so I don't think there should be borders. Maybe one day there'll be Starfleet and there won't be any borders here on Earth. All right. Let's go and outfit this ship to be a rescue ship. I'm gonna go to Shinrarta. And we'll come back here or to another. I'm gonna come back to another outbreak system. Continue looking for these. I just have a button to apply. Guess not. See? Yes.
Me?
Yes. Did you? Oh, I thought you were going to say something.
The snow is melting. If you go wear rubber shoes.
Oh, it's lush out there?
Very
Okay.
like in the, where it's not cloudy.
Okay. So that's why we locked them off and we are having a big holiday spike here, so I had to lock down, yeah. Sinterklaas has been a nail in the coffin, so we locked down Christmas. Huh? Sinterklaas. Sinterklaas. Dutch pronunciation is a legendary... Oh, Santa Claus. Sinterklaas. Can you hear Amber singing in Dutch? Daughter Sinterklaas. I thought the Finnish had invented Santa Claus, and Coca-Cola stole them and made them red. And, but, I don't know. The problem with that, Bats, is that the English are illegals as well. Once, you know, they were in India, they were, you know, in Africa, you know, they didn't call them illegal immigrants there. They call them, you know, the colonialists. So I don't think there are any illegal. I don't believe that the word illegal applies to human beings. But it's a continuous point of debate between us. But yeah, I'm not gonna be. It'll be very difficult to convince me otherwise. As I usually say, if you look at Earth from space, you know, there's no political shadings on the map. It's just like one planet. It's us humans that make these borders that screw things up. Oh. Yeah, I mean, if they had, you know, if that day one, the dictator in China, they should really call this the Xi Jinping, Donald J. Trump virus, because those two people have the most responsibility to bear for the situation. If they had, from day one, not try to hide things and sweep it under the carpet, you know, and listen to the scientific community and had people talking across the borders instead of, you know, either ignoring it or doing a draconian shutdown like they did in China, then we wouldn't be in this situation. But we have incompetent leaders, and here we are. Yeah, I mean, the situation everywhere, it's complicated. No, I'm not trying to make it black and white. It's not black and white, it's various levels of gray. On our way to Jameson Memorial to outfit this Crate Phantom as a rescue ship. Repair limpets, few limpets, and I'm gonna try to get that repair laser, although for that I think I have to do engineering, I'm not sure. Maybe not, maybe I can have a repair laser. The first time I saw it was on Sheepa's ship when he came to escort us during that mining for bromelite expedition. I think I got a message from Kerr. I'll listen to it in a second. Let me just land at Jameson Memorial first. I'm gonna take then a little bathroom break and I'll listen to Kerr's message as well. We're at 53 minutes in this stream. I keep forgetting to log into Elite every day to get those free ARCs that they're giving out until Christmas. Forgot yesterday, but I remember today. So today I got 300 ARCs for logging in today. Applause for Amber for singing Sinterklaas, man. From Sheepa in the Netherlands. Jameson Memorial. Dropping in. Oh, we're coming in right in the front door. Fantastic.
DeLacy Sierra Echo Alpha. Thank you for choosing our station, Commander. We hope you find everything to your liking.
Jameson Memorial ATC, the Sierra Echo Alpha requesting landing, please.
Permission authorized. Please head directly for Bay 20.
Oh, it's a purple guy. Look, Chipa's one of those guys that got that thing that you... Oh, shit. There you go. Ah! That distracted me so much, those purple thrusters that I smashed into, what is it, like 1990 or 2012 or something? I blame my Thrustmaster TH Flight Hottest X broken up thruster button. Although that was really a down thruster thing, so it's, you know, not convincing even myself. Yeah. It's for the ATC was, I could see like him smirking, doing that Twitch smirking face. It's like, let's not comment on Commander Griffey's little accident over there. You know, he's probably having a bad day. Let's just and he's already like forgot where he's gonna land, like blew past it, and let's just not comment. Oh, here he goes again. Whoa, how about that one, huh? That was a pretty interesting little maneuver. I didn't manage to land it, but down. All right, let's see what her Kirk has to say.
Docking successful. Engaging docking restraints. Greetings, Commander.
All right, back in a little bit. Bathroom break. I'm still here, but I'm trying to, you know, turn off my little camera. Back shortly. Borg is back. All right. Kerr may join me a little later. All right, here we are back in the ship. Let's go to Starport Services. Let's make sure that my track IR is set up here. Okay, it's working. Okay, Emery Hendricks. What an odd man. He looks like someone who spent a long time, you know, on the beach. It's like a surf rat. His skin is like burnt to a crisp by the sun. He's spent all his life surfing, and then he decided to come and work here at Jameson Memorial because maybe he can't be in sunlight anymore, so he decided to go live in a space station. All right, outfitting. Let me disable the track R real quick so I don't have to keep moving the stuff. Prune face. Yeah, prune face. A friend of mine told me that once he went on an international flight and right before he left the airport, he ate a bunch of prunes and it was the worst flight he ever had because he had to go to the bathroom so much. What? Oh, Rafa. You eat like a whole bag of prunes before you get on an international flight. Dried prune face. Prune or prunes, right? I don't know. Okay. All right. So I'm gonna play this a little bit. All right, I have the vehicle hanger, I have the fuel scoop, I have all this stuff. Okay, I have a limpet controller. Does it have to be a particular type of limpet? Or can... Collector, okay, yeah, it does have to be a type of limpet. Okay, collection limpets, decontamination limpets. That, I wanted these as well because I've seen stuff contaminated, okay? And repair limpets, right? Let's put repair limpet. All right. Repair limpet controller. Well, can I have more than one limpet controller? Let's see. Because I have, this is for mining right now. Instead of mining, let me put other limpets. Okay, let's put a decontamination limpet. First, let's put a repair limpet. All right. And then let's put a how come I have two? Okay. I'm gonna do this. Here I'm gonna put a big shield. But first I have to get rid of the other shield because you can only have one shield. Okay, I don't like having, because this I had done this for a mining ship before, but it's not going to be like this anymore. So I'm going to sell this. All right. Oh dear, so I guess my comment about not mining dying a huge fireball in a plane by myself. You disagree with that, Vats? It's, I mean, I have fear of heights from. If I'm on a building and I can see where I would, like, you know, fall, then it's almost like a natural, I don't like to be on a ledge of something, of a big building, okay? But from high up, from an airplane, for some reason, not so much. And I've had some close calls in airplanes too, both when I was a kid and recently, at least when I was in a Norwegian air flight, I had to do an emergency landing in Newfoundland. Right before it crossed the Atlantic, there was some issue and it had to land. And I'm still flying, so I guess, yeah, airplanes are not really a big problem for me. All right, I got that. Let's put a big shield here. Shield generators. All right, I got a big fuel scoop. I'll leave that stuff. Okay, so I got to repair. I have a little collector there. Now let's put the decontamination. Oh, it's the servers of Frontier. Yeah. Bats, what if when I become a big time streamer and I have lots of money and I give you that PC that I promised, I say, okay, but you're gonna have to, I'm gonna fly you over here for you to pick it up. Would you come? Or wherever it is. If not, don't worry, I can ship it, but. Parachute diver says, here, take this and put her on her knees. I've never jumped in parachute. I wouldn't mind trying sometime. I have jumped off a cliff in Rio attached to this guy, attached to this delta wing, this basically glider with no engine. And then we flew and we landed on the beach like thousands of feet below. That was pretty nuts and exciting, but I don't know if I'll do it again, but. Okay, contamination. It happened so fast that decontamination. Okay, I have a collector which is good for, you know, just I might repair. It was the refuel that I wanted, right? I have the booster. Okay, see, there's not enough stuff here. Maybe I need another ship. Maybe I need a ship with more optional internal slots to fit all this stuff. So I can have the fuel and everything. Or I get rid of the Guardian booster, but I don't want to do that because it really helps that jump range increase. Fantastic. Yeah, no, I understand that. I have people in my own family who are afraid of flying. I understand, you know, we have all of us have a certain, you know, discomforts of things. Maybe I'll make it a can I put it instead of a detailed surface scanner, or is this something that's just like put some fuel limpets there instead? Fuel transfer limpets, there you go. Just put a small one. Give them a little bit of fuel to keep going. Okay. Alright, so I got fuel. I got collector, you know, if I... You know what? No, that's fine. Let's still leave it like that. I have fuel, I have collector, I have decontamination. And I have 64 cargo to put a bunch of limpets in there. And I have the repair. So I think that's all the limpets. No shame of being afraid of a giant metal box that magically is able to go high speed and stay in the air. It's true. Yeah, it's... You know, I've loved planes since I was a kid, so... I don't like spiders. It's a bit of a irrational, but I had an experience as a young kid as a big tarantula that fell on my shoulder when I was taking a shower in the middle of nowhere in Brazil, and that kind of gave me a fear for spiders, you know. And it's not even a poisonous one, but it has a painful bite. I haven't been bit a bit, thankfully, but it has a painful bite, but it's not painful, but it's just like, oh, like those hairy legs, and just thinking about it, the hair on my arms stand up. All right, now lasers. Sheepa, are there lasers that fix other ships, or is that just my imagination? Let's see. All right, browse. Beam laser burst cannons, experimental, negative, mining, mines, fragments, plasma, pulse, rails, torpedoes. Maybe these lasers is something that fix other ships, is something that has to be engineered. Is that the case? Experimental, let's check that. These are the anti-Xeno missile packs for the, you know, aliens. Lasers can be engineered to... Alright, So I would put like a beam laser and then I would go engineer it so it would be like a healing laser. Is that what I would do? I like these flak launchers. I think that these are only for... Alright. Well, let's put a couple of pulse lasers. Okay. Engineer a laser for a healing elite. Let's see. Healing beam laser. Alright. Well, for now I'm just going to... Unless it's like, well, sorry to say, but like the, you know, the Challenger and stuff when they're coming in, poor people. All right, I'm just gonna put a bunch more cannons in this thing for now. Let's put another question I have is this experimental thing, the release flak launcher. I think is the one that you fire and then when you release your thumb and explodes. Is that only effective against the Xenos, against the alien things, or is it effective against the, you know, regular ships as well? Thargon swarms. I have not seen the SN8 launch. Is that a what's it called? SpaceX? Remote release flak launcher. Where I could have sworn there was, maybe it's only for the... It looks really cool too. We get some torpedoes. Fragment cannons, was this? No, these are the close ones, I think. 12 projectiles at once, damn. Alright, mines. Shock mine launcher, mining laser. No, that's what I got installed. Maybe I should put some mines on this ship. I'm just thinking of what to put in instead of the mining lasers, because I'm removing the mining lasers. I'll just put multi cannons. I'll keep it simple. All right. Maybe a fragment one as well. There you go. Really odd ship, but you got the big relay laser. You have this one. I'm gonna change to also fragment one that's gimbaled. I'm gonna leave my beam laser ungimbaled. Staff fixed. I'm sure that's not a stupid question. I mean, they don't want to it costs probably a lot of money, and there's a lot of planning and training to send people up there. So I'm sure they have to go through a bunch of tests to make sure they're not infected of any disease, no matter, even if it's the coronavirus or a cold or anything. I think they want to keep it as, you know, the environment up there as clean as possible, given the difficulty and the distance home and the difficulty to get there and back. All right. All right, let's leave it like this. Okay, let's set the fire groups. And activate my okay, copy that. Fire groups, okay, beam laser. Then I'm gonna put the multi-cannon and the fragment cannons all on the same fire button. let's do it like this here. Repair, decontamination, collector, and fuel transfer. All the different type of limpets for a rescue ship. I'm making a rescue ship out of this. I'm reconfiguring this Crate Phantom to be a rescue ship. Frameship wake scanner I have, which is interesting. Actually, I wanted to add a couple more things. Data link, add the composition and the discovery. Now, how the heck am I gonna have too much stuff here? Oh, here you go. Yeah, I'm gonna have to do it like this. That works. Well, the discovery is gonna have to be. Let's do this. Okay, I'm getting confused here. Okay. There's too much stuff. I think you have a limit, right? You can't go further than H. Or am I going crazy? So I'm gonna have to put 2 for one of these here. Not gonna make much sense, but I'll look at it later. Okay, still plenty of power on the ship. That's good. Now let's get some. Before I forget, let's get some limpets to put in our hold so we can help these ships in trouble. I'm gonna fill it up. Leave a little space for cargo as well. You know, always good. I'll leave 20 for cargo. 10 for cargo. How's that? All right. Fantastic. I mean, they probably have to change crews, you know. You're gonna go nuts if you stay in a submarine too long. There's this guy who was a blogger. I don't know if he still blogs. He was a crewman in a U.S. nuclear submarine, and then at the beginning of this pandemic, he got stuck in Turkey. They won't let him leave Turkey. Forget his name, but okay. Here's the elite service having trouble again. Standing by, looking around in the meantime. Making a rescue Crate Phantom. And the way I got to this is I was to this situation where I'm making a rescue ship. Is that I was looking for pharmaceutical regulators, whatever they're called, in outbreak systems. And I kept running into ships calling for the stress calls, and I couldn't help them. So I'm like, I have to help these people. So let's make a ship that I can help them with. Okay, and this is my situation now. Okay, did I get those limpets into my inventories? Yes, 54. All right, fantastic. Let's exit. I'm gonna open up the galaxy map again, and we're going to go to. First, I go here to the galaxy map, I click on map, and then I'm going to click on this drop down here. It's kind of hard to see. You can miss it. And you click it because you can scroll it, and there's so many different states. I can filter by government, you know, I can filter by economy, I can filter by all this stuff. And the way I'm doing it is I'm filtering by state, and I'm unchecking everything. Maybe there's an alt click. If this was a Mac, you'd be able to alt click. I'm unchecking everything except outbreak, because I want to find systems where there's an outbreak state, an outbreak condition, like, you know, kind of here in the Earth right now, this pandemic of coronavirus. And in these places, I'll be able to find pharmaceutical ISO regulators, whatever the hell it was called. And here's one of them. Hard to see. Okay, here's one. Lima Papa 79er2-33. Let's set a course there. Okay, 3.1 billion population is from the Alliance. Government is corporate, you know, kind of like cyberpunk. And here's outbreak. Let's go over there and see what's going on. Launch. Solid copy, Shinrarta, Desra, Jameson Memorial ATC. Good to be here. I'll be back and I'll see you again soon. Sorry about scratching your paint on my way in. I'll try to keep that from happening on the way out. Alright, there's Jameson Memorial. We're gonna do a little turn to starboard here, and then we pull back on the stick and try to aim towards our next destination. Clear the station vicinity for this jump into hyperspace. I think it's only a couple of jumps. Three jumps. Because remember, by reconfiguring the ship, I may have made it less jumpy. Like it doesn't jump as far, but that's alright. It's not an exploration ship anymore. It has been reconfigured to a rescue configuration. My first rescue ship in Elite. Seagull from St. Ives, a Crate Phantom.
Fuel scooping complete.
70% faster this new strain, huh? You mean like it's faster how?
Ready to engage.
Stand by. Oh, I don't have a scanner. I do have, okay. It jumps from host to host 70% faster. Yeah. I mean, I bet this train is already all over the place, you know. I think, yeah, they might have detected it in England now, but it's similar to the coronavirus in the beginning, you know. I think it was here much earlier. Than we knew. Traveling through which space here in this extended periods of instance travel in Elite?
Fuel scooping complete.
Alright, so we're here. Let's take a look at the signal sources. So if we find any distress calls, see if we find any encoded emissions, which is what I'm looking for those pharmaceutical regulators, whatever they're called. Combat aftermath. Isn't plague one of the three or however many horses of the apocalypse? Like war, famine, plague, and is that the three? It's a wonderful book by this author called Hermann Hesse called Narcissus and Goldmund, and it's set, you know, during a time of there was plague, there was it's a very beautiful book. Convoy Dispersal. Warmly recommended. Yeah, I was talking about that with Bats earlier as well. Like, you know, Amber was like, "Oh, why are you talking so much about death and stuff?" But it's the one thing we know for sure, right? We're gonna perish eventually. Just like an apple is perishable. Oh, encoded emissions. Here we go. Let's check this one. Had I seen a distress call? It's, I want to respond to my first distress call that I can actually do something about other than shooting at something. be nice. Death and Taxes, yeah. What was that song by Stevie Wonder? Was that like the Tax Man? And then Stevie Ray Vaughan did a cover. No, I remember playing, I don't know if it was Assassin's Creed Origins or Odyssey, but there was this mission, there was some taxman banging on a door, and I just took them all out, you know. And then on Cyberpunk the other day, there was the same thing, there was some police banging a door going on about taxes or something. I was thinking about taking them out, but I'm very low level in Cyberpunk right now, so I have to keep my distance, otherwise I get in trouble pretty quick. Encoded emissions, potential source of pharmaceutical regulators. But you know what else is certain? At least for most people I hope, is you're gonna have a really good meal at least once in your life. Like a wonderful meal you'll never forget. I keep looking for those. Home-cooked bread, or it can be really simple. There's some rice and beans, but really tasty, you know. I haven't even tried. I haven't gotten far enough. I don't have Mantis arms yet. I haven't even installed a thing in my system other than the default hand one. Whoa, private data beacon moving fast. Oh, whoa. Okay, the scanning of this data beacon is automatic. That's why I was having trouble before. Starving animals? No. I'll take the chemical processors, but no.
Cargo scoop deployed.
What? Good job, I'm done, huh? Wow. Is that a ship out there? All the way out there? I think that's a ship trail. Good job. Is that a bird outside? It is. It's like a blue jay. Exceptional scrambled emission data. Alright. I have 31 of 250. I guess I'll pick one of these up too. What are the legendary ones? Yeah, these things are damn rare. I haven't found one yet. I mean, I got it in the, you know, the material trader is the only place I've been able to find it. Can you get them as mission rewards, Sheepa, you think? Or only in signal sources? I mean, they're almost as rare as, you know, like a coronavirus vaccine over here. Okay, let's go.
Cannot comply. Cannot comply.
Oh, you know what? I have a collector limpets. Why am I not using those? I'm such a doofus. Okay, here you go. Collector limpet, collector limpet. Repair decontamination collector. All right.
Programming limpet drone.
Go and pick those up for me, limpet. Now observe you working from an external view. Fantastic. Where do you go? There he is. Here he comes. Here it comes. Oh, and it goes. One more. No, I think that's it. All right, fantastic. But there's another one. Why didn't you pick up that one? Is it too far? Oh, come with me. Let's go over there. Oh, because that's the data thing. Never mind. Okay, let's go.
Cargo scoop retracted.
Have to get them from big ship targets. Big ship targets, huh? Like you blow them up when they drop it, or you can actually steal from them, like medical ships maybe, because I saw some medical facilities in these these systems with outbreak state. Ceremonial comms. Huh. Not sure what that is. But check it out. Never seen one of these before. Let's check it out. Drop into ceremonial comms. Hey Kerr, how are you, sir? Whoa. Type 9. Funeral ship. Oh dear. No, we're talking about death. I ran to a funeral ship, babe. Alright, here you go. A bit of a funeral procession here in Elite Dangerous. Nimrod Amber Grease. Nimrod. Zornik. I remember when I was flying a Type 6. Early days, I was doing some trading, trying to make some money to get a... I forget what ship I had my eye on at that time. I was thinking about getting a Type 10. Now that I am without you, I am desolate. Parting is such sweet sorrow. Alright. Now, peace for the dead, peace for the dead. Okay. We found an elite little funeral procession. Very odd that we were talking about this stuff and it comes up in elite. Yet another nice little touch in this video game. Alright, let's go. Also, outbreak system that are anarchy even better. Okay, I'm in an outbreak system. I don't know if it's anarchy. Maybe I should try that. Anarchy systems are ideal for that. Intercept Type 9s and Anacondas or get lucky on a Hazres. Copy that. I don't know if I'm in an anarchy. Let's take a look at the state. I think I have to do in sounds good, Kerr. I'm gonna go for a walk and I'll be back and continue streaming a little later. But before that, I want to see if let's see, system map. No, not system map. Okay, economies, agricultural, government, corporate. Okay, government is okay. So let's try again here, but let's now put a. Can I put both state and economy or no? Or no, state. Is anarchy a state? Civilization. No. Government. There you go. Isn't it like the punk rock from London, the big A with the circle and like anarchy. Okay, so government, anarchy, and I think you can only filter by one. Anarchy is a way of life, so a government. Alright, well, I'm gonna leave it here, so I'm gonna go for a little walk. I'll be back a little later, maybe do a little joint stream of Kerr if he feels like it. And we're gonna keep looking for these pharmaceutical things. Yeah, you need it. Well, if you're doing CPM stuff, Kerr, I think you do. Indeed, sir. Commission for phytosanitary measures. You know, it's kind of similar to what we're doing in Elite. Maybe we can get one of those factions in the game one day. Alright. Oh, you have more work because Mirko is on holiday, huh? Yeah, I can imagine that adds up. I don't see any other outbreak systems. Just the one I'm on. Oh, no, maybe nearby here.
And my second appointment canceled.
Got canceled. Oh, so you're free. Fantastic. I think
I get even paid for 3.
people are tired of working. I think. Let's go back to 1 Centauri. That's where I was before. All right. I'm headed, Kerr, if you want to make a note of this later, I'm heading to 1 I Centauri. There's outbreak, and that's where I'm gonna head. I think I'm gonna jump there now, actually. I was tired of working before I started. Yeah. I hear you. It's not a time of the year to work. It's a time of the year for all the governments in the world to give their citizens like 10,000 of the dollars and say, go buy some stuff to keep all these economies going. Get yourself a gaming PC. Get yourself your favorite video game. Get yourself some nice food, and save a little bit for the rainy days that are coming. Here you go. That's what needs to happen. Greetings, Elias. I'm good. How are you, sir? How's the Caribbean today? One more jump to 1 Centauri. I'm in a rescue ship, Kerr. I'm fully equipped to rescue any type of distress call that we may encounter. I have fuel limpets. I have repair limpets. I have decontamination limpets. I have collection limpets. I don't have a healing laser, but I think I have to engineer that. So I'm going to have to find out which engineer I need to get for that healing laser. It's also the time of the year, not I think, but it's the time of the year to drink. Oh, 2 weeks, huh? Nice. That is awesome. Yeah, after outfitting the whole ship for distress signal, we probably won't get any distress signals. That's, what do they call Charlie's or... Oh, I forget what that was called. Someone's Law. Murphy's Law. Alright, I'm in 1 Centauri. I'm gonna put filters of points of interest and signal sources. Let's put landfall planets and moons too, because I like to keep an eye on those. Checkpoint, convoy, beacon, Hercules class hauler, prime commerce agency, Obama crest. Oh, there's something named after Obama here. Let's go check that out. Interesting. Zeta Galaxis tooling. All right. Bit of misinterpretation of Murphy's Law, just like Machiavelli's text. Fantastic. We'll have 8 viewers right now, and I'm gonna just quit. Is that what's gonna happen? Who's streaming that I could? Do you want to stream now, Kurt, and then you take over here? I'm gonna go on Twitch and see who's streaming right now that I follow. Or should we raid someone else? Who do you all want to raid? DJ Knight and Trihex, the face of what was it? Whoa! Jeez, just got a heart attack almost here. Thank you for the follow, Art Talent. Oh, You're making me get my guitar out here to whoa, everything's falling as the Trek OR. Alright. Thanks for the art. Thank you, Art Talent, for the follow on this Monday afternoon. Thank you, Art Talent, for the follow on this Monday afternoon. Wherever you are, I hope you're having a good afternoon yourself or a good evening, because we're living on a planet we're all interconnected with the internet, and we can play these wonderful video games while we are just playing the blues. Alright. Oh, warm regards from Rome. Fantastic. Rome, Italy. Well, this guy just above you on the thatch called Currer WT currently inhabits that location as well. So, thank you very much for the follow. I hope that you're having a wonderful day. I'm gonna take a little break here and go for a walk. But before I do that, I want to rate someone of these 8 followers here. So I'm just taking a look around, see who's around there. You guys want to follow Trihex? Maybe let's do the face of Tryhard. Oh, he's playing Hate. This is supposed to be a good game. Let's follow Trihex. Okay. Let's. I mean, he's a big streamer, but you know, sometimes you gotta. Sometimes you gotta raid the big ones too. Maybe they'll return the favor. Not that they need it, you know. Here we go, raid. All right, this is a big streamer. It has like a emote named after him. It's a gentleman. Trihex. He's streaming this game called Hades right now, which I heard is it's like you have to escape from hell, and it's really awesome art style. I haven't played it, but apparently it's very good. Oh, I noticed. Oh, fantastic. Well, thanks for dropping in. Art Talent. I really appreciate the follow. All right, here we go. Let's raid Trihex. All right. Twitch. Oh really? So you have to. Okay.